Thanks for that, Jody. So, that's me. I'm Mark Wright. How do I operate this thing? Okay, so I'm the Honours Coordinator for the Central Clinical School here at AMRAP. And so I'm going to tell you what to do today and how to apply for honours. And so, your task today is to check out your project booklet, think about areas of research that interest you, and use today to go and talk to as many people as you can. So consider today like speed dating, okay? You've got your, they've given you their resume of what they're interested in, you know what you're interested in, go and check them out. And they'll be checking you out as well, okay? So if you want to do well in honours, a good relationship with your supervisor is critically important. You have to get on with them intellectually, you have to get on with them socially, okay? And so your task is to really do your homework. Do your homework on your supervisor. Check them out. Read their papers. Don't just think that because they were nice today, they'll be fine. What you need to do is email them, go and speak to them, ask if you can meet their students, and really be diligent, because this is a really important year in your career. So I want you as Honours Coordinator to make an informed choice. Okay? Now, it's very important to consider more than one supervisor. You might have your heart set on one project, and that's utterly fine. But, unfortunate things can happen in science. Like someone's fantastic grant didn't get renewed, or a key member of staff goes on maternity leave or gets another job. So things can fall through the cracks. And also, some labs it's very competitive to get into. And so, you might be very good, but the other student who applied is averaging 98 and you get out-competed. Okay, so you need a second preference. So definitely don't put all your eggs in one basket. Definitely check out several labs and have 2 or 3 preferences. And I should say that when you come to fill out your paperwork for both the BMS and BSc students, you need to list 2 preferences. And certainly for the BMS applications, you need to get signatures from 2 separate projects. And I urge you to get signatures from 2 different supervisors, just in case something untoward happens, okay? So, how do you actually get in? Well, there's no short answer because it varies depending on your degree, and what you need to get in if you're a BMS student is slightly different from a BSc student. But the take-home message is you need to average around about 70% in 4 relevant subjects is the benchmark, and I'm happy to discuss that in more detail. Now, if you're coming from another university, those requirements might be slightly different. Okay, so here are some websites where you can download forms. So the BMS application form just arrived in my inbox today, so we should have it up on the website very shortly. But what you want to do, having checked out your lab, having talked to lots of people, once you've made a choice, you need to fill out your paperwork. So download the relevant forms. Here's the Central Clinical School website here. You will need the signatures of your potential supervisors, and you will need my signature if you're a BMS or BSc student, okay? And if you're wanting to do honours in the Central Clinical School, if you're more interested in a project in public health and preventative medicine, then Jay is the person that you need to contact for her signature, okay? Then having done your paperwork, you submit your application to the relevant faculty office, be it medicine or science. Now, I can tell you with certainty now that the deadline for the BMS applications is November the 15th. It's probably the same for BSc. If you're from another university, the deadline tends to be at the end of November, 2 weeks after the Monash deadline. That's not quite out yet. Okay? Now, you also have the opportunity to apply for scholarships. So I understand that there are 2 scholarships available at AMRAP for honours students. $6,000, it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, okay? And so these are very competitive, but I can guarantee you that you're not going to get it if you don't apply, okay? So do put in your application, and there are also scholarships available centrally through Monash that you should also check out, okay?